Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark. It's raining here. It's been raining off and on all morning. So, weather's annoying. Just wanted to come in and chill out here for a bit before lunchtime. Say hello to everyone. Cool. Yay. I'm going to get my packages tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, baby. Tomorrow, I'm going to have my tools. And I can do some work. Yeah. What's up? That's what's up, Marley. Marley's here. She's at work. Hey, Santina, how you doing? Yeah, at work. Yeah, I'm here because it's raining right now. It's windy and it's raining and it's annoying. So I said, oh well, I might as well. I don't feel like going in and out because I have to go. I have to go like outside to go to my workshop, and I've been like carting things out in and out of there. So I can't have the doors open because the wind will blow them, and I have to put something there, and then I can't have my dog in there because she's gonna want to go out there, and I'm like, oh fuck's sake, man. So it's such a pain in the ass, but it's all good. Like it's we need the rain. It hasn't rained here in a while, so. Hey Quintella, how you doing? I saw you donated. Thanks. How you been? Yeah, like it started raining. Like when I woke up this morning, I opened up the door and it was wet, like on the ground. I was like, it wasn't supposed to rain today, not that I remember. So then I looked at the weather and I saw like little pieces of rain here and there. And then just now, like it rained a good bit. And then I came inside. I was like, oh well, fuck it. Hey Brunel. Okay, no problem. I got Quintella first, and then I'll get you right after Brunel. I'm doing good. I'm just resting my back. My back's been kind of on and off, but I went for like 2 15-minute walks yesterday, and I feel a little better. It's like less stiff than it was, so I'm good for now, which is great. All right, so you said it's been somewhere. Things going on at my house lately with the lights. It seems like when I was trying to tune in with this lady reading live, I felt my body just like it wasn't good energy, so I turned it off. And since then, it's just been really weird in my bedroom, my house. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that, Quintella. Like some people can really like get into your energy like that because you're tapping into theirs. You gotta like like really really protect yourself when you're online doing things. I used to get that too because I used to get like super zapped by people like, and I'm like, no, no. So I kind of wanted to read everything with me and my child. I don't know. Yeah. Well, the first thing I could recommend you to do, Quintella, is go get yourself a go get yourself a glass bowl. Yeah. Well, yeah, the kids will always see things because they're more vulnerable to spirit than we are. You know, we can like try and turn it off or like shoo them away, but the kids are more like, vulnerable to it. That's why they appear to kids more often. But what you can do is you got to get like a glass bowl. It has to be glass and see through, like a clear glass, like Pyrex bowl or something like that. Any type of clear glass bowl, or you can get one from the dollar store if you have one at home. Something like you mix shit in or whatever, and go boil 2 cups of water. And the 2 cups of water has to fit in this bowl, right? So what you do is you get this glass bowl, you boil 2 cups of water, you pour the water into the glass bowl like hot, and you just let it just cool down. And when it's warm, you add 7 teaspoons of sea salt. It has to be sea salt, like authentic sea salt, like not like cooking sea salt. Like you can get them in the little packages. The dollar store and the grocery store is very cheap. You can get like a whole bag of sea salt for like $2 or whatever. Here it's cheap. Um, you can get that and put 7 teaspoons in there and just whoosh it around and leave it inside the room. Like, don't let your son touch it and don't touch it yourself. Just put it somewhere where it can't be like no one can touch it, and like only you put it like in your bedroom and you're on top of your bureau or like your drawer or something like that, and allow it to like absorb all the energy. You know what I mean? Because I'm feeling kind of weird when I'm talking to you now. I can tell like it's something in there that's uh that's bothering you. Yeah. But if you do that, it'll take the negative energy out of there. Like cause the salt water, it'll absorb all that negativity. And what you can do is also like get some Palo Santo. Like sage is good, but sage isn't as powerful as the rest of the stuff. Like you got to leave it there for 2 weeks, and then you'll see the water evaporate. When the water is all gone and the salt is stuck to the glass, you take it outside and you never flush it down your toilet or put it, and don't expose of the salt in your home because that salt has the negativity in there. Just do it. Just leave it there for like 2 weeks. And then you take the bowl outside that's empty because the water will evaporate. Even if the water doesn't completely evaporate in 2 weeks, it's okay. You could take the bowl outside and then you wash the bowl outside and try not to touch the soap. Just hold the bowl like this and just like get a hose and spray it out, or just flip it over and just leave it there, like, and just let it on the grass, and do it like away from your home somewhere. Or if you have like sand or soil outside where you live, then do that. Yeah, you have to do it outside. And if you don't have any sand or soil, like just go somewhere and just spray it all out on the concrete, or like leave it further away so it drifts off away from your home. That's the best thing you could do. All right. My the pool guy's here. Okay, it's okay, baby. You know who he is. He's your buddy. He likes you. My dog. My dog doesn't like the pool guy. She sees him every day. Anyway, yeah. It's raining and he's going out there clean the pool. So yeah, if you do that, that's like the very first thing you should do is deal with that. Like, so that way it takes the spirit out of there. And you can also say, like, you can use Palo Santo. If you have like one of those diffusers, right, you can put like a Palo Santo like oil in there and like with some water and let it like go through the house. Or you can get like the Palo Santo sticks, light it up and just swoosh it around, like go in a clockwise motion. You have to go in a clockwise motion, don't go counterclockwise, and just keep going around the house and let the Palo Santo smells better than sage anyway. So like if you use Palo Santo, frankincense, whatever you can use, like if you can get your hands on those things, use that and that'll push the spirit away. You can also tell the spirit like get out, we don't want you in here. Like, and then that's it. You can get rid of all that shit. Yeah, if you have some left, just use that. Hey Evo, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. So you can do all those things to like get rid of like the stuff there, like the spirit there. Yeah, clockwise. Always go in a clockwise motion. Because when you go reverse, you're just inviting it in. You know what I'm saying? So as you go forward, you push them up. So always remember that. But just the sea salt and water in that bowl will be like, you'll see the difference after like 2 days. And if the water evaporates within a week, just get rid of it. Like go outside and flush it out outside. Never do it inside. So yeah, that's what I do. And it usually works every time. 90% of the time it'll work. The only way it's not working is if like you don't do it properly. Yeah, I think that like what's in there right now, like I feel like there's a person around you that maybe like could have possibly like lived there or something like that before you, or somebody that's around. It's a man that's around it, that's in the house, like the spirit that's acting up. I think it's like a man. So, and this person like is not happy, so that's why they came around there, and that's why you feel the way you do and feel the way you guys feel. Like they're attempting to like stay there because where they used to be is not good, so that's why they've transferred themselves to you guys. So now you got to get rid of them. But like I feel like this person's hiding around the house, like they're just like don't want to be they don't want to leave, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't got nowhere to go. But like I'm gonna try and like see like more stuff. Just give me a second so I can just like try and tap into it. Like the person I see is a guy with a beard. He's got like a thick beard, like thicker than mine. Like he's got a thick beard, and he's hiding behind like a door, and he's like, "Look, man, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm sorry that I'm causing like issues," but he can't go. He's like he's trying to hide from somebody. He said he doesn't want to be around where he used to be. So he says he's traveling from place to place. Yeah, this guy's like scared to go anywhere. That's what he's telling me. Like I don't want to go. He says, give me a few days. So if you give him a few days, he'll leave. And he says he won't want to bother you. Like, he doesn't want to bother you. Yeah. Like he apologized. Like he says he apologized scaring you guys, but he doesn't know what to do. Like he's like all messed up. But apparently this guy has a daughter, right? And he says he's trying to go to this daughter's place. But in order for him to get there, he has to travel. So he's like scared to like go beyond that. But he has a daughter and he wants to travel to his daughter. Like that's what he keeps telling me. Like as long as when I get there, I'll be fine. That's what he said. Like I don't know if you live in a complex where there's like multiple apartments or something like that, because that's where he says he has to go. Like wherever his daughter is, she lives in a complex. Like and he's like trying to find which one it is. Like this guy, like he could have recently passed away this year or something like that, and he's trying to find this place. So like he's kind of like fresh in the spirit world. See, some of them are like, they get disowned from people and shit, and they're like they don't know where to go. They get scared. Like I feel like this guy had a lot of problems and he was very sick. But his daughter is like studying or something, or she's in school somewhere, and he's trying to get to this place where it's a lot of people. Could be like a college dorm or something like that. Like he's like scared to go anywhere, you know. Good morning, Antigone. A single family house, yeah. So then that's why like he's trying to get to this place. So he's going from place to place. So like he was just scared, so that's why he came into your house. But see, when that happens, it's because like sometimes, like even if you have spirit around you that's your family, they'll let him come in there, right? And like just feel safe. But sometimes like they're going back and forth, like, hey, look, don't aggravate my family or whatever. And then they go at each other, and then like he's just like don't know what to do. But the methods that I gave you, you can try that to get him out of there, like to get him out of there. But he says he's not going to cause any more problems, that he's sorry. Yeah. In the next, like, yeah, he's like, I confirmed it with the cards because I wanted to, like, I know what I hear, but like, there's a woman that's there, right? I see like a woman and she's short, right? And she's brown skin and she's a very nice lady and she's trying to tell him, look, we'll help you, we'll let you stay here for a day or two, but you gotta go before the weekend comes. So I feel like they're just like keeping him safe for now, trying to like help him out. Right. So there's two women helping him, but I can see a brown skinned lady there and she's short and she's got like short brown hair too. And she's trying to help him out. And then there's like another lady that's trying to like put him through, like put him through the situation, you know? Yeah. So give him a few days. He says he won't like act up anymore and he apologizes. So yeah, this is like someone that's already there that allowed him to come in because he was scared. Like it's weird because I see this guy like coming up to the house, and then this woman approached him and was like, "Yo, you can't come in here." He's like, "Please, look, I need somewhere to be. Like, I need somewhere to stay." So another woman allowed this to happen, like allowed him to stay there. But they must have went. They looks like they went back and forth, not arguing or anything like that, but like he appeared there or whatever. But the women are handling this. Like the woman that's there, yeah, it could be the same woman. Yeah, if I described it the same way, then it's probably her. Like, cause I got two women here. Like one of them's like allowed it to happen, and then it's you, and then it's like this other lady here. But it's nothing bad. Like you don't have to worry about like it being like a bad thing. I know that he's been a pain in the ass, but he's apologizing now. Well, this woman, like I said, she's brown skinned and she's got like short brown hair, like but it's straight, and she's like around there helping and making sure like nothing happens to you guys. She could be an ancestor of yours, like she could be a great grandma. She could, but she doesn't look old. Like she looks maybe 55, 60, and she's short. She's about maybe 5'5", 5'4", something like that, and she's kind of like medium built, and she's wearing like a like how women wear like that, there's like overall dresses, like and it's got like it shows her arms and like stuff like that. But she's the one that's protecting you guys and allowed this to happen. But she was just feeling for the person at the time. You might not know who the person is, but they're like, I think they're like a family member of yours. Yeah. Yeah. So it's the same person, but like let me tell you, like if they don't want me to know, then they're not gonna say something like it's like it's almost like like sometimes spirits like, look, I can handle this. I don't need you to like, it's like she's telling me like don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. So she doesn't like want me to like really know who she is type of vibe. And then it happens sometimes. I respect their privacy and stuff. I respect them, like, but like because you're coming to me and asking me, she's like kind of just like being friendly and being okay with the fact that you want to know what's going on. But this woman is someone that's an ancestor of yours. But she's a nice person. She's cool. Like she's not telling me to fuck off or anything like that, right? But she's like, look, I got this. Like, I'm okay. And like she sits in a chair and she reads a book. And she's got a book and she's like she's almost like Muslimish type of like, like how like Muslim women they have like the things on their head, and like they have that stuff, and they wear like a robish type attire. Like this woman's powerful, but she's like not really, like she's just like, look, we're just this guy's just stopping by for a quick hot minute, you know, and then we'll go from there. Like she said that she'll take care of it. But she doesn't want you to like restrain yourself from like, she doesn't want you to hold back or anything on what you need to do, you know? Yeah, she like she's a book person, but like she looks like one of those Muslim ladies, that has like their body, um like not their body, but like her, like that thing on their head, you know? I forget what they call it, but anyway. But yeah. Like I saw her reading a book. At first, I saw her with like this other dress, and then now she's reading, like she's sitting down and reading a book. Yeah. So this is the same person. She just took in this spirit because they were like, yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah. So that's what she looks like to me. But she's cool though. She's kind of like telling me like, "Don't worry about it, bro. I got it." Like, and I'm like, okay. I'm just like asking for the, for you, like. But she's cool. She's not like being like a bitch or anything to me. It's like they want to they take care of things. Like they don't need to like tell me the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like I don't get nothing bad. When you first talked to me, I kind of got that warm feeling because the guy's scared. See, the guy that's there, the spirit, he's scared. So she took him in to make sure that he was okay. But by the weekend, he'll be gone. But if you want to, you can still do all those things. Yeah. I know that this person's been a pain in the ass, but like it's only because them showing you like they're there. It's weird sometimes, but that's how they are, like. And he could be like playing around with your son, like turning like things off and feeling him around because his energy is like got that anxiety. But it's nothing negative though. It's just like an anxiety energy from him. You know? Spirits in my house. Yeah. So you said here, you know, I like the energy, but we're good, but overall something's going on. Yeah. So like, yeah, it's nothing bad. But I would still go with like doing the sea salt and stuff that I told you, burn a little Palo Santo and frankincense. That don't hurt to do. Like it just like clears the energy a bit, and it calms them down too. So you'll be all right. It's fine. Yeah. It's nothing like bad. At first I felt the anxiety from the spirit, but then when the lady came, she was like, "Look, man, I'm got this, bro. You're good." When I saw her, I was kind of like happy. I was like, "All right, cool. She's got it." She was like, she took over. But she's very calm and like she's like, "Yeah, I got it. It's cool. I'm just protecting him from other people right now." But this guy, he wants to go visit his daughter at some like complex thing where she's in a dorm or something. So this guy died recently and he wants to go visit his daughter, but he got caught up in like other things, see, because when you cross over to spirit world, there's people there that want to attack you too. Like, cause if you're a fucking idiot, they're gonna come after you. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be like, "Oh, you're here now? Oh well, welcome to our world, bruh." So he must have done like some dumb shit because he was hiding. See, he was behind the door when I saw him. He was behind like a door, and I was like, "What happened, bro? Talk to me." And then after I spoke to him, he apologized, and then that's when the lady came and was like, "Yeah, I got this. Don't worry about it. Like, I'll sort it out. Just tell Quintel I'll sort it the fuck out." So like he's obviously running from someone, like from a bunch of guys, you know. So now he wants to just yeah, like the lady there, she's gonna help him get to she's trying to get another woman to help him to go to his daughter. So they'll sort it out. If there's like a college dorm around you, that's where he's going. Like if there's a college near you, I feel like that's where he's going, or a school or something like that. If there's a school or a college near you, with like a complex, like where they stay, like apartment complex for college students, that's where he's going. So it's a matter of time. Like he's just waiting for this woman to bring in another woman to take him. Cause like he must have said like I need to get here and there, so like she's gonna help him out. So yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, Santina, yeah, she's got it. Yeah. I remember her from last time. And she always like was telling me, "Don't worry about it, she's got it." Like, she's one of those people that tell me, "Look, don't worry about it, bro. It's cool." I like when it's like that because then I don't have to do extra shit, and it just lets me know that you're safe while you're there. Blue Nile, you can go ahead and ask your questions when you're ready. And Quintella, if you need anything else, just let me know. But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much answered the questions. Like so. But I still suggest doing the sea salt and water and doing the Palo Santo and frankincense just to like calm the energy down and calm the spirit down too. Even though the lady said she's got everything under control, but I still would do that. So that way everybody will be calm. Like even your son, that helps your son too, because with his autism, all those like scents can calm your energy. That Palo Santo will calm your energy down and take the negativity and the anxiety away from the area, away from your home. So I still recommend doing it. I do it like every other, like I do it once a week because I don't really have nothing around here like that. Like my spirit armies, I got M16s and shit, bombs and shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm just joking, but yeah. I call my spirit crew the spirit army. I got so many people in spirit over here. They're like, you ain't coming around here, bro. No. That's why I feel good when I read now, cause like I don't get like all flustered and shit like I used to. Hey Rudy, how you doing? Yeah, you'll be fine. Quintella, you'll be fine. That lady that I'm talking to, like that, she's powerful. She's like I can see, like she's like nah, bro, that's cool. She's very calm. She's nice, like she's a nice lady. She's cool. Let's give me a sec. Blue Nile, you can ask your questions when you're ready, and I'm just gonna check this message real quick. Hold on. Yeah, I suggest everybody to use Palo Santo and do that. What I said, like, 'cause that shit helps like with the energy. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Cool. Hold on a second. Let me just read this. Hate spell check. Cool. All right. Okay. I just had to check that message real quick. Hey Destiny, how you doing, sweetheart? It's 12:19 here. So yeah, it's afternoon. Hope you're doing good. All right. So Blue Nile, you said, will the living room and the flat be big enough for me to turn into a bedroom? This is and I'm with 4 other friends. Issue is that one of them wants the bigger room. I'm good. All right, take care. Stop. That man ain't worried about you. He just cleaned the pool. Leave him alone. I just had to say cool to my pool guy. My dog gets all flustered when she sees him. Calm down, okay? It's just a man with the pool, okay? Calm down. Calm down. You see the guy every single Thursday, and he says to you, "Hey, buddy," and you're not even his buddy. Okay? Calm down. She makes me laugh. Hey, love and life, how you doing? Yeah, no problem. I'll get to you. I just got a few people ahead of you. But yeah, I'll get to you. I've been good. Got a lot of action going on around today. All right, so Blue Line, let me get to you. I'm sorry. Let me just deal with this. Now that the pool guy is gone, I don't have no distractions now. All right, so I'm gonna paste the second one off the first like usual, but wait a minute. There are three bigger rooms in total. I was supposed to get the third room, but the girl friends was stuck getting her own room. Again, everyone with the bigger rooms either is going to have no business. Yeah, she does. She likes the guy, but like she doesn't. She's just very protective. Like she's crazy. All right. So what exactly? Okay. So you said, will the living room in the flat be big enough for me to turn into a bedroom? All right. Let's check. Yeah, she's honestly, as she's gotten older, she looks cuter, and like even her coat and like she suffers from like one of her legs is got like arthritis, but she's like going 10 years old, so she's 9. She's 9 and a half, so she's getting there. But she's big. She's a big dog. I love her. She doesn't want to. Well, it's kind of raining outside, so that's why I bring her inside. Like, right, okay. I feel like one of those women are not going to be happy with you changing it into the living room to a bedroom, but eventually they're going to be like, you know what, just go ahead and do what you got to do. I feel like you will be able to turn the living room into a bedroom business area. It'll cause a little bit of turmoil between you and this other woman. I get a woman here, Queen of Swords reversed, and she's like kind of a biatch. So like she might give you a hard time, but then like at the end of the day, you'll get what you want. Like you'll be able to turn the living room into a bedroom and do what you want, and you'll be secure. You'll be safe. You'll be fine, and you'll have rewards from that. You'll get whatever you want from the situation. I just feel like one woman will kind of be like annoying, but the other ones will be like, it's okay. Like she can go in the living room. It's fine. You know. So one woman will be like a pain in the ass. Like she'll be like, because the Queen of Swords is like a bitch that acts crazy. So obviously, dealing with a bunch of women that can happen. As a guy, I know how some women can be, and some guys are just like them. Yeah, exactly. So one woman, I just get one. The only issue I see is a woman against that, but she'll be overridden. She'll be over like her voice won't be heard, and they'll be like, "Oh, Blue Nile, go ahead, girl, you be fine. You can have it. You just make the living room into a bedroom. That's cool." Like. So I see one woman being a biatch, but after all the turmoil and after all the effort, I got the 10 of Pentacles in the Chariot upright. So that tells me you'll get what you want because I'm asking if you're going to be able to do it. And it says yes, but with the exception of one person against it. Or this can also be everybody saying okay, but you have to go through all this bullshit. So you might turn into the Queen of Swords reversed and be like, look, fuck y'all, right? I'm turning this shit into a bedroom because you want this, you want that, so I want this. So F you all, I'm taking this shit. So if you're that type of person, then it could be you turning into, a woman that takes over. Because the Queen of Swords is also like a woman that don't take no shit from nobody and gets what she wants. So yeah. Right. So if she's gonna be irritating, I can see what you say. Yeah, 4 versus 1. So yeah, she's outnumbered. So she's just gonna have to put up with it. All right, what's the new girl moving in gonna be like? I don't know her, but if she's gonna be a pain, I'll deck her one. Right, exactly. Okay, cool. How you doing, Miss Bikini? Sorry, I haven't caught it. If I'm not ignoring anyone. I just like I got everybody trying to deal with everyone's question and get to everyone. So don't mind me. It's been an exciting 40 minutes so far. I'll get to all of you. Don't worry. Because the weather's shitty, so I'm inside today. All right, so what's it? All right. Yeah, see, I got the Queen of Swords again. So this is her. I got three women here. So the one that you're asking me about, she's the malicious, narrow-minded Queen of Swords reverse. So she might be like against you getting the room, or like she might be picky and being like a little biatch. She seems like ill-tempered, and she seems like that she feels like she has bad luck because she's the last one to come in. She's the new one. So she's going to be a little pessimistic, and she's going to think that because she's the last one, she has no opportunity, even though you're like going to be, cool with her or whatever. Like, but after a while, after like she like sees how everybody is, I feel like this woman's been let down. Like she doesn't have any luck, because I got the star reversed, and that's like a woman who is like doesn't have opportunity, has bad luck. Like nothing in her life is fulfilling. She's been let down too many times. She doesn't have like the business part of her life in gear. But she's gonna end up becoming the Empress, which is with you guys cheering her on and being her friend. She's gonna have like a support group. So if the rest of the women, like if you and those other girls are cool with her, she's gonna be like, okay, I'm around a bunch of good women, so I don't have to act like this little, spoiled little bitch complaining all the time. So I feel like because the feminine influence that she's gonna have with all of you, you're gonna be fine. Like she's gonna open herself up, and then she's gonna turn into the Empress. And the Empress is like when I'm talking about a situation like this, and I got three women here, so I feel like the feminine, like she needs good women in her life to tell her, hey, look, it's okay, sweetheart, we got you. You're with us. We're gonna help you. Don't like think negative. We're like, let's think positive. Let's get things done. We can do this together. We'll help you, sweetheart. Don't worry. We're all helping each other. We're all gonna live with each other. We're all roommates. So after a while, I feel like after like 3 or 4 days, she'll adapt to like you guys' kindness and being guided by you guys. If she's younger than you guys, then that's probably why. Like she's probably gonna be like, okay, cool. Like I feel like I got good women around me. Finally, my luck is changing. So in the beginning, I feel like she might be a pain in the ass, but after like 3 days of being there, she's gonna be like, you know what, this isn't bad enough anyway. Like she's fine. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, she's like, so if she's like the same age, she's a year older than you. So like she might like, be like a drama queen at first, but after she feels like you guys are cool with her, after 3 days, I'm seeing 3 days and she'll be fine. So after 3 days, she'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm with a bunch of cool chicks. I'm really happy to be here with you guys. She seems like an emotional wreck right now. And I think that she needs to be there with you guys. She needs that feminine influence because she might have been hurt like a lot in the past by somebody or whatever. But like that's a whole nother ball game. But either way, to answer your questions, like it's gonna be a positive outcome as time moves on. Like you know what I'm saying? Well, there you go. So you don't even have to deal with it that much. So that's cool. Right, exactly. So at the end of the day, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if you have to put her in her place, go for it. I feel like everybody should do that. Never let nobody tell you what the fuck to do. That's for sure. It's your life. You live it. I'm famous for that. I put people in their place all the time. And I don't do it in a malicious or bad way. I'm just basically saying, like, don't fuck around because you'll find out. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. But yeah, I wouldn't stress it too much. I just feel like, she's got issues. All right. I got another donation here. It said, are the managers going to try to fire me? Will I get better soon for me at my workplace? I don't know who this is. Just let me know who it is because I don't want to say the person's name. So whoever sent this, just let me know and I'll answer these questions. It's getting windier and windier, cloudier and cloudier. Oh well. So, but we need the rain. Yeah, Blue Nile, so you be good. It's okay, baby. Go lay down. Okay, the man's gone. Okay? Good girl. Yeah, the man's gone, okay? Yeah, it's overcast and it's been raining on and off. And it's like very humid. It's annoying. I got my AC on because it's so humid. Like there's leaves all over the place. It's all windy and shit. It's annoying. But hey, it's all right. When it's like this, I usually come online for a bit and just chill out with everybody. Yeah, it's humid. It's kind of like sticky and weird. Like I hate humidity, but they say it's supposed to go like that for a while. This damn dog. You see her? She's like, she's making the blanket round so she can like go in it. The yeah, the she's making it round so she can like make it thicker so she can lay in it. She's hilarious. Just go in your damn bed, dog. Yeah, she does it all the time. You good, Diamond? You all right, baby? You happy now? Okay, good. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I'm good, bro. Just leave me alone. She's so funny. Biggest pain in the ass ever. So yeah, I got a donation from someone. I don't know. I don't want to say your name because I don't know if you want me to. But you asked two questions. If you make yourself known who you are, I'll answer. I'm not even sure if anybody said anything here. I don't see anybody. Let me catch up with this chat. Yeah, it's Mother's Day weekend. Auntie gone, yeah. It's Mother's Day weekend coming up. I'm gonna go to my mom's house and hang out with her. And my sister's gonna hang out with her boys. The weather's supposed to be shittier on Saturday and Sunday, so yeah. But like my mom says, Mother's Day is every day, and she's right. You know, a mother's life don't stop. You're always a mother. You're always a mother, and always will be. Hmm. Hey Barb, how you doing, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling better. All right. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who donated. I don't want to say your name, but uh, yeah. Whenever you're ready, you can ask. I mean, you can let me know, and I'll answer your questions. And the first question is, are the managers going to try and fire me? Will it get better soon for me at my workplace? I don't know who you are, but just if you make yourself known, I'll answer your questions when you're in the chat, so you don't miss your reading. Yeah, exactly, Destiny. I believe that. And my mom's 78, and she goes, I don't care about Mother's Day. Mother's Day is not once a day. Mother's Day is every day. That's what she says. Every Mother's Day, she says that. She goes, and I tell her, I said, you're right. I said, Mom, you're right, Mom. She's a mother of 4 and a grandmother of 6. So she's raised 10 children in her life. She raised all my nephews, all her grandchildren. Hey, Aqua, how you doing? Slay. I told my nephews, Destiny, that you come in here and you say slay, and we guys laugh about it, and they started laughing because my 2 nephews, they know I go live and stuff. They know about my psychic world. They're not into it, but I tell them, I said I have a young lady that comes in my room, and she says slay, so they because they say it too, like they talk shit and they go slay. So we all like laugh and shit. That's my sister says they take after me because I'm always talking shit and laughing and stuff and joking around. Like these kids have new slang now, right? Back in my day, we didn't say all that type of shit. It was different things. So I teach them my slang from back in when I was young, and they keep me updated with the new like stuff, like sayings and shit. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So they love every minute of it. I'm doing good, Aqua. You're good? That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm sure your mom would tell you like back in the day what her slang was back then, and then you're like, that's weird. Okay, Aqua, no problem. I'm just waiting for someone else that sent a donation. I don't know where they are, so. So whoever you are, if just make yourself known, and I will answer your questions. So yeah, in the meantime, I'm gonna move on. Yeah, it keeps you young. Exactly. Yeah, and especially if you say that like slang from other people and stuff. So, my nephews start laughing when I say the slang that they say. Like we start laughing like crazy. We sit there and talk shit all the time. Oh, Love and Life, that's you that sent me the donation. Your name starts with L. I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I ain't never seen his name before. I'm like, who the heck is this? And I don't like to say people's name, like because that's not what I. People like to keep their self private. All right, cool. So that's you. All right, cool. I'll answer your questions. I was waiting for you to say something. All right. All right, cool. All right, Aqua, I'm just going to answer Love and Life's 2 questions, and then I'll get to you right after. All right, I just had to figure out who it was. All right. Honestly, I don't think they're going to fire you. I just think that, you feel let down and you feel like, that right now it's bad luck and you might not have no opportunities and you feel like unsatisfied at this place. But I think your experience and your time frame of being there, like they look at you as a woman that, you do good at what you're doing, you do your job and you do what you have to do. But I think that they're like I feel like your managers have no love in their heart. Like they're going through their own things and they're looking for people to blame possibly, or they just feel like the partnership between you and them is not complete enough, you know? Like you're motivated and you're a good worker. They view you as a good worker. That's why I don't see them firing you. Like I don't get that. I don't get them firing you. And I think that, at the end of the day, they got issues and they got problems with their own life. That could be like the situation there. Open up the wrong thing. Hold on a sec. So you ask, are the managers trying to fire me? No, I would say no. They're not going to try and fire you because they know that you're a good employee and you're a good person. Even though they might have some discrepancies against you and they might be going through their own little thing, but most times when managers pick on you or managers like go off on you for no reason or like you feel like you're being picked on, it's because they're being pressured by their superiors. And that's why I don't work for nobody and work for myself. Because I used to go through that shit a lot. So like to answer your question, I would say the managers are not gonna try and fire you, because you're valuable to the company or to like your work area or whatever. So I don't feel like they're gonna fire you, at least not this month. Because I asked for May if they're gonna fire you, and it says no. Will it get better soon for me at my workplace? All right, let me check. All right, love and life. Yeah, like I think that it's gonna get better for you. Um, if you use your common sense, you use your wisdom, act your age, not your shoe size. Don't give in to this. Be very practical. Don't hide your emotions. Don't restrain yourself. And I feel like you and these managers, like I feel like things are gonna get better for you at work. You're gonna have the advantage. But this is gonna be right now, it might be stagnant. Things might not be happening. You might have to like end your friendship with these people and not be so friendly to them. And like I tell this other woman that comes in here, and I tell a lot of people the same thing. If you go to work and do your job and you do it to the best of your ability, there's nothing they could do about it. It's when you go against them or tell them go F themselves or if you give them a reason to fire you, then you're going to get fired probably. But if you go to work and do your job and you do it successfully, there's nothing they can say or do, correct? And that's why I always used to get my bosses because they try to do the same thing to me. Because what it is, you might be a threat to the people that have those positions. So I don't know what it is there where you are, but I see like everything you overcoming these odds, you overcoming this, and everything will be fine. Even if you have to like speak up and say something, you will get like if you say something, but say it in a decent way, you'll get success from this and you'll overcome these obstacles and challenges. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they value you. They value your work ethics, but they think that sometimes you might be possibly going too slow or you're not moving as fast as they want you to. So if you feel that type of pressure, then just get off your ass and show them who you are. Like if that's the case, or you could be like saying, "Hey, look, you guys are holding me back, or this person's holding me back. You guys are too slow. I need to like get this ship rolling." So either way, there's like a stagnant, slow energy that has to be resolved. Once that's resolved, it's going to be fun. And I see things getting better. But just make smart choices, have that willpower to like show these mofos, like, you're not going to get me. I'm good at what I do. You can't fire me. I'm her. You ain't gonna get me. But you might have to end your friendships with certain people at your workplace. Keep them as co-workers and not as friends. Don't be so nice to them because you seem like a nice person, right? And being nice at work ain't gonna get you nowhere because you allow some people allow their friendships to get in the way of their work relationships. So when shit's fucked up at work and you get disrespected, like I thought you was my friend, like you know. But see, friend and work is two different things to a lot of people. So when the shit hits the fan, sometimes you don't have that friend. You just have them as a workmate and they turn on you. So if that's the case, love and life, I would say like end your friendships with them and just be work co-workers. Treat them as a co-worker and not as a friend. Or if they're treating you like that, you treat them the same way. You use them, you just look at them as a co-worker and not a friend. But slowly but surely it'll get better for you. I don't get nothing like bad. I just think it's like in your mind and you're upset or you just like have this feeling like these people are all against you. But like I say to most people, especially women, go to work, do your job, and fuck these people. And I tell my sister the same thing. My sister is the same way. She's like, oh, the managers are this. I said, look, fuck those people. Just do your job. Go to work and run your department. And who cares what these people are doing? You got to, oh, but I said, don't worry about it. You're in charge of yourself and the people that you deal with. And you make your place decent. And that's all that matters. And then she had a meeting last week and they all told her that she's amazing. And they're so glad that she's working there and they're happy to have her. And I said, see, dumbass, I keep telling you, stop worrying about everybody else. Just do your fucking job. That's it. And if you can't fathom that, you can't do that, then go work for your damn self like I do. Then you won't have nobody aggravating. You just have your clients and you can get rid of them and go find somebody else. I'm blessed to have beautiful, decent clients. I really am. I have great people that pay me and give me work, and I'm grateful for that. And it's because I showed those people who I really am. You know, I say, you know, I'm reliable, I'm trustworthy, and I'm not gonna rob you. I'm gonna do my job, shut my fucking mouth, and I'm gonna do what you ask me. And then when I'm finished and I give you the bill, I expect a prompt payment. And that's exactly what I get now because I put in the work. I got off my ass and made it happen. And all of us can do that, whether you work for yourself or you work for somebody else. Just you don't have to prove anything. Just do what you're required to do with your job. It's simple. Don't worry about everybody else. And if somebody ain't pulling their weight, fuck them. That's not your problem. You know what I'm saying? Now, if things start to fall on you, then you can say, look, I do my job. This is what I'm required to do. That person over there ain't doing it. That's you got to deal with them, not me. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta be, man. You can't let other people get in the way. You do your job and shut your mouth. That's all you gotta do. And that's what I used to tell the guys who work for me. Don't worry about those guys. Don't worry about that person. Just do your job and shut your mouth. I pay you to do your job. Do your fucking job and we will have no problem. Oh, but no, there's no buts. What did I tell you got to do? You got to hook that up. You got to do this. You got to do that. That's it. And we're done. Why are you worrying about what that person's doing? Oh, because it's going to affect us. No, it's not. We'll get to that when we get to it. Don't worry. But see, people aren't like that. They worry too much about everybody else. And I'm not saying love and life that you're like that. But if that's the case, try not to allow yourself to get caught up in that bullshit. All right, so Aqua, you can go ahead and ask your question. You're next. Thanks. So love and life, if you want to clarify anything, I'll clarify whatever you need. All right, sweetheart? Well, Aqua, join the club. I can't tell you the amount of times that I've seen synchronicities this year alone, especially the last 2 weeks. It's happening to a lot of people. And my advice and my opinion is the reason why we see these things, it is because things are getting better. But it's also showing, it's also like when people say things like that, right? Why even, what's the significance behind it? The significance is behind it is one, your belief in them. So if you believe that spirits around you and spirits there for you, and your ancestors are around you, your family's around you, spirits around you. If you believe that, then you're receiving the communication confirmation. That's exactly what it is. It's communication confirmation. So when you see all these synchronicities, it's because you're starting to believe more that you're protected, you have spirit around you, you're allowing your life to be spiritually, spiritually inclined more. And that's exactly why that's happening. They're letting you know, hey, look, don't keep your head down, keep your head up, because I'm showing you that I'm around. Don't fuck around. I'm here. I'm got you. And it could be more than one person if you're seeing it a lot. That's exactly what it is. It's just their way of saying, hey, look, this is communication confirmation. We're here, yo. We got you. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Keep doing what you got to do. Because the more you believe, the more you receive. It's just that way. It's just the way it is. I see that shit so much now that it doesn't even, I just start laughing. I'll be like, yeah, Spirit, thanks. I know you're here. Appreciate you. Love you guys. Thanks for being there for me. When I see numbers all the time and I see like birds and shit, or I find something on the ground or any type of like synchronicity, I just start laughing. I'm like, thanks, guys. I appreciate you being here for me. Like, I appreciate you giving me all that stuff. Like, Yeah, but you just gotta laugh it off and just say, I thanks, guys. Just thank them. See, that's what they want. They want you to like acknowledge them. And like when you acknowledge them in spirit, they're like, oh, thank God, like, Aqua's, knows that we're here. So now that she knows that we're here, we're going to be back. We're going to have a bigger bond. We can move forward. I can help her. She's believing. So it makes you more and more and more positive that, hey, look, you can't make this shit up. They're all around me, like, and that's exactly what it is. It's just their way of saying, hey, we got you. Just keep going, and sometimes you see a lot and you want something to happen right away and it doesn't. Don't get discouraged, because that's the challenge. That's them challenging you to understand that, hey, when you're believing in me right now, we're just showing you, like, because you believe in us, we appreciate. So they show you those synchronicities. They put you in those places. But it doesn't mean that they're going to give you a pot of gold because you acknowledge them for 7 days. You see what I'm saying? They just keep showing you because they want you to believe and continue to believe. But it's not going to be perfect. But all because you're seeing a lot all one time, it doesn't mean like you're about to get like the biggest thing in your life. It just means that, hey, we're here for you. So whatever you're planning to do, you're on the right track. You got me? Because when people see all these things, they think, oh yeah, I'm going to get $1 million, or, they get all excited because something big is going to happen. All that is they want to show you that, hey, if you believe in me, then we're going to believe in you. We're going to show you how much you can evolve with these synchronicities. Because that's all it basically is. It doesn't mean like, your whole world is going to change, because your world you can only change if you believe that in yourself and believe that spirit has your back. You know what I'm saying? But let me just check what they have for you in the cards. Yeah. See, what I'm getting here in the cards is spirit wants you to be more brave, have the capacity and the strength to go forward. They want you to rush in. They don't want you to rush. They want you to like move forward, put in a lot of action, put in a lot of like, get rid of your fears. If you're fearing the worst, then don't fear the worst. Just know that they want you to like, get into whatever you don't know, don't worry about it. They're going to make it known to you. So whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're praying for, they're going to bring that unknown fear of not having that, what you want right now. They're going to make it happen. But they want you to overcome your difficulties. They want you to get rid of a person around you that's deceived you. If there's a past person or a current person that you're having difficulties dealing with, they want you to disconnect from that person, whether it's a man or a woman or whoever, right? So that's what they want you to do. They also saying that don't feel like you don't have any luck. Don't feel like you don't have any opportunities. If things are not going your way, they're going to try and make it go your way. So just like I said earlier, if you have problems to be solved, if you have delays in your life and things are not really going the way it's going, they want you to know that, hey, look, we just want you to know you need to be brave. You need to, make sure that you do what you have to do and do your part, and they will eliminate these difficulties. But they're saying that because you have so much experience with all of these things, you should know better. You should know that, hey, I got to do this and I got to do that. Hey, Shakima, how you doing? So this is what they really want for you. They feel like they don't want you to feel like you're not getting what you want. And those synchronicities are just confirmation that, hey, if you do your part, we'll do ours. That's what it is, because they feel like you have difficulties in dealing with people around you. So if there's a person around you that's holding you back, being pessimistic, causing you bad luck, or you feeling like you can't go forward because of this person, and that person is like clinging to your energy and you just can't release them, then it's up to you whether or not you want to release that person or release yourself from a situation. It could be a person or a situation. But they know, like, you come up as the Knight of Swords because you're an Aquarius, right? So this is you. Even though it's the Knight of Swords, it doesn't matter. It's your energy. They want you to be more masculine. Use your masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, right? So they want you to be more like, like charge and say, I got my sword. I'm going to cut you out of my life. I'm going to cut you out of my fucking life, and do this and do that. So that's what they really want. They don't want you to like feel like you don't have an opportunity. And that's why the synchronicities have been off the chain, because they want you to understand that with us, you can do anything. And honest to God, like, I can't express that more and more every day to a lot of people. I tell people on here every single day, if you believe, then you'll receive. It's that simple. If you believe, you shall receive. And that's it. Hey, Nina, how are you, sweetheart? You're doing good, Shakima? Good. So, Aqua, you're welcome. And just remember that these synchronicities aren't going to stop. They're going to keep, like, giving you these situations because you are telling yourself, I know what I have to do, and I don't know what's going to happen if I do it. But if I don't do it, I'm not going to know. So you have to do these things. You don't have to, but they're telling you, if you charge forward and you start making your life better, they're just saying, look, we got you. Like, just don't worry. We don't, just eliminate shit that you don't need. Stop feeling like you're being let down or you have too much difficulties. Because the more you believe in them, then you can charge forward with that sword and start saying, yo, you, get rid of you. I'm finished with this shit. They want you to be brave. They want you to like take control of your life. And that's why you've been seeing those things, because it's just confirmation that they want you to be the best version of yourself, And that's pretty much like what they want you to know. And that's a good thing, If you see all these signs and stuff, that's I always tell people it's a good thing. Don't ever think it's a bad thing. It's not a warning, it's a communication confirmation. That's exactly how you got to look at it. It's them just saying, hey, I know it's difficult, but don't worry, we got you. We got you. Don't worry. Don't panic. Spirit will be your mechanic. All right? I can't express that enough. Like, spirits changed my life for the better. I can't say no more. Like, it's spirits took over my whole life. Because I believe in them, they've put me here in front of you to help you. But without them, I'm nothing. That's why I don't take credit for nobody's reading. I don't take credit for anything. It's all them. All I am is a channel that they can go through and talk through and express through and give you what you need. That's it. And I'll be that. No problem. You know? So we're all that. We are all the same way. I'm talking like that because I'm doing it, right? But if we continue to thank God, thank Spirit, and all that stuff, you'll see your life evolve. But if you have that moment where you doubt God or you doubt Spirit, they're gonna be like, well, we're gonna fucking doubt you too. Then we're not gonna give you what you want because you're a convenient spirit lover. You use me as a convenience, so you never use Spirit and God as your convenience, even when things are bad and good. No matter what, every day you should be thanking them for your life and your path and help asking them to help you. There's more spirit in the world than there is living people. So all of our ancestors, all of our friends, all of our family are at our, willing to help us at our doorstep. But you got to put in the work. They just can't wave a wand and act like a fucking genie you see on these movies. That don't work that way. You got to put in your time and they'll put in theirs. It's that simple. And if you believe that, then you'll receive your blessing. It's that simple. When you get sick, don't be there talking about, I know, God, I haven't been talking to you, and I know I haven't been praying. I don't, but please help me. I'm sick. See that? Then they're going to be like, yeah, we'll give you like a week. You're going to go to the doctor. Fuck you. We'll give you some medication. You only use me as a convenience. Please, God, I'm broke. I need money. You think God's going to give you a job? You ain't been talking to him all this time. You ain't been talking to Spirit all this time. Talk to him every day. Then you want to have no damn problems. That's what I tell people all the time. People who cry to me and complain to me about, oh, but I'm not getting no blessings and I've been doing this. But you only been doing it for a couple days. The fuck you think you are? These people, you're a convenience. You got to make that shit an everyday thing. If you make it a part of your life, then you'll see yourself change. Your whole life will change because your belief in them is powerful, and then you become powerful. That's how it works. Because if I didn't believe, I wouldn't be here right now. Because I used to be that person that was like, this is all bullshit. And then once I gave in, that was it. It was like, look, now that you know what time it is, we'll bless you, and you just keep doing your thing. I do my job on here, see? And that's all they want. They want me to be honest. They want me to serve you guys, and that's all what they ask. And that's why I tell everybody the same thing. If you do what you're required to do, you put in the work, everything is going to go right. And when it doesn't, don't be discouraged. Don't. All right, let me catch up with everybody. Hey, Ali. Hey, Ninja. Nina, what have I been up to? All good things. I've been helping a lot of people. I've been helping my nephews, my mom, my dad. I've been working, getting my workshop ready. Doing what I have to do. Let me just catch up with my messages as well. My sister and my nephews talking to me. To the gym, so you don't need to pick me up. Okay, cool. So I don't have to pick my nephew up from school. He's going to the gym. Let me see here. All right. Oh man, that's hilarious. All right, cool. Same shit, different day. All right, I'm caught up with my sister and my nephew's message. Now I can talk to you guys. All right. So yeah, I've been constantly getting things slowly but surely getting everything, to a better place. I've been coming on here a lot, trying to help as many people as I can. And I've been working on my workshop. My sister's divorce is final. We're just waiting for that idiot to transfer the child support money that he owes my sister and transfer the name of the house over to my sister. So once that happens, we'll be free of that idiot and all his bullshit. As everybody knows, divorces are difficult and long. It's been over a year now. It's been just over a year now since he's gone. Last week made a year he left. So I've been helping my sister and my nephews a lot. Sacrificing my time and things like that, and fixing up the house. Now that we know we have the house for sure, I've been starting to fix everything up. So that all week I've been in my workshop, because my when my brother-in-law was living here, he had that workshop and he used to work out of it and do things, but not too much. He failed at his business that he opened over there. So now I finally got my dream come true, and that's having a workshop. So now that my sister's guaranteed to get the house, we're happy. So now I have a place to make money, and I'm gonna like spray paint things over there. Like I'm very good at spray painting, and I'm very good at a lot of things. I don't mean to like toot my own horn, but like I'm very happy that I finally like got somewhere I can work and somewhere I can make money and supply, help my family. You know what I'm saying? Help myself. So like I'm gonna be like doing carpentry work over there. I'm gonna be building things. I'm gonna be making things, painting things, refurbishing things. I'm not gonna do too much electrical anymore. I'm kind of like done with that. Now that I have the workshop, I can like see. I have clients who have a lot of houses. So what I used to do when summertime comes and it's not raining, I used to like they used to say, "Hey, look, we have 10 doors that need to be stripped and painted and put back." So I have a van, so I can fit like a 6-foot door in there, a couple doors. So what I would do, but I stopped doing it because I don't have the facility to do it. But now, like I can go to my clients and I can tell everyone, look, I have a workshop now. I can come pick up 2 doors at a time. So if you have 10 doors, I'm going to charge you so much money a door. I'm going to sand the door down, clean it, paint it, put 2 coats on it, fix it, whatever it needs, if it's wood or whatever. And I'm going to take it back and hang the door back, and then boom, give me my money. So now I have a facility to do it. So now that my sister got the AOK that the house is going to be ours, I have my workshop now. So my dream finally came true after all these years. So I have a workshop to work in. I'm going to be like I like to do closet organizing things. So if somebody says, "Hey, can you like put shelves, wooden shelves, and paint them and put them all in my closet?" Like I'm gonna do shit like that, you know. So if you have like a closet you need to be done, like I'm not a carpenter or anything, but I know how to do basic carpentry, things like that. So yeah, but I don't look at it as um, I don't. I look at it as his trash is now my treasure because he didn't utilize that workshop, but I will. So now that we know it's ours, I've been fixing up the workshop. I gotta paint it. I gotta put like a fan in there so I don't suffocate. I need to like paint it, fix it all up, take all the old shit out of there that he left in there. So I'm gonna get new. I already got new tools coming in, and also like the money that I make on here, I bought a $500 saw and a table. So I want to thank everybody who's donated. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be able to buy that saw and that stand. So I used my money from here, $500 worth of the money that I've made over this year, and I put it towards that saw. So the reason I done that and paid with it with the money I make on here is because I want like Spirit made these things happen. So if it wasn't for Spirit bringing you to me and paying me, then I wouldn't be able to afford that saw. And I did it like so I can like thank Spirit for helping me. You know what I mean? So I used that money to pay for a saw, a quality saw, and a tape and a stand to put it on. So I've always wanted that. So it comes in tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for all the donations to help me get the tools I need to help everyone else. So yeah, so thanks. Nina, you said just picked up my daughter from school. She's in class for 3-year-olds. Oh, cool, nice. I'm glad she's getting. The years go by very fast, Nina. So enjoy your time with your daughter, and they grow up fast and they get big fast and they start to learn a lot quickly. Kids are very well, I look at my nephews. I have 6 nephews, and the oldest is going 22 in July, and the youngest goes 15 in August. And I live next to, the two youngest, which are 16 and 14. And I can't believe they're 16 and 14 already. I remember having them, in my lap, feeding them and giving them a bottle. So kids grow fast. So those of you who have young kids, enjoy their life, enjoy their time as they're young. Because when they get old, they're a pain in the ass and they move on and they don't want to be around us no more because they're too cool for us. See, but that's how it works, Um, but I love them. I love kids, and I always help them as much as I can because they need to be guided in this crazy ass world. So yeah, that's the situation. But that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. Just being on here, talking to all my friends, and helping everybody. Working here at home, helping out my nephews, my sister, my mom and dad. My dad's been kind of like messed up lately. He gets gout a lot, so his hands, the gout's in his hands, and his hands are like all swollen. So he can't even like hold a fork in his hand. He can't drive properly. So this past week he's been suffering from gout a lot. So I got him some Epsom salt so he can like soak his hand in there. So he says he feels a bit better. So like he's 80 years old, so it's a pain in the ass watching him get old and suffer. So it's not easy. He's always had gout like pretty bad, and he's stubborn. And I've told him like he should do this and should do that, but he don't listen to me. So I told him, I said, I think you love pain. So I told him you can have pain all you want, not me. But yeah, I went there the beginning of the week to cut the grass, and I bought them some groceries and things and trying to help them out. And then this week, all of us are getting like, well, we had a letter from the lawyers from my auntie and uncle. When my auntie passed away a year ago, we're all in her will. So some people are one person's trying to contest the will, but they're so dumb they can't read properly, and they think that this lady, that my cousin, she was the caretaker, so she took care of my auntie and took her to the home and did things, and she's the one who's been dealing with the lawyers and everybody. So right next to her name it says $70,000 for expenses and all this lawyer fees. So these idiots that are my other cousins that are on the will, they think that she's getting that money, and it doesn't say she's getting the money. It just says that she was in charge of knowing about the expenses that the lawyers took, and the house and all the things that they have to withhold that 70,000. And then once they pay for the rest, so if they pay like out of the 70 that's held there, so if they spend 30, then we are going to get the rest of that 40 split between 12 people. But it says it right there in black and white. I understood it. I know how to read. But these idiots, and my cousin in Portugal, he read it as if that person's gonna get that money, and it doesn't say that. So now the lady, my poor cousin, she's all mad because these idiots think that she's robbing us or something without reading it and going to a lawyer and finding out before you run your mouth. So last night I was talking about how fucked up it is when we have inheritances with family and how family fucks you over for money and houses and things like that. And this has happened like a lot. My family in Portugal is a bunch of idiots, and because they live in there, they think they're better than us, and they think they're entitled to more or whatever. And I'm like, you people are so dumb, like their people are just idiots. So I've been dealing with a lot of family drama. I keep telling, that's like I said to my mom and my dad and my sister, and I say it on here many times, don't let money ruin your life and ruin your family, because when we die, that money all stays here for somebody else. And when you die, you can't take that shit with you. No spirit has ever come to me and said, Mark, save your money because we're using the money that we had in our bank account. It don't work that way. Everything physical is gone. No money, no cars, no houses, but you get to see that in spirit, but you don't have to deal with it no more. There is no money. There is no nothing. Like Denzel Washington said one day, he's a millionaire. And when he dies, there's not going to be a U-Haul in back of him, a truck, saying, I'm taking your shit to the grave with you. It doesn't work that way. Yeah? So remember, don't allow these things to ruin your life. You're here today, gone tomorrow, get over it. But I can say that a million times and people don't care. They're still greedy, still idiots, still ignorant. And that's just the way they are. So try not to allow things like that to get in your way. Thanks, Antigone. Yes, Barb, it's well worth it. I'm glad you're doing better, Barb. Yeah, thanks, Nina. Yeah, I pray for him to get better too, but it's his own fault too. He doesn't pay attention. Like the doctor told him to not eat bread a lot, and he eats bread every day. And I keep telling him that yeast in that bread and all that stuff is making you sick because you don't want to not eat bread. Oh, but what am I gonna eat? I said, well, eat the things you put in the bread, but don't eat the bread. It's that simple. But he don't listen. He's very, very ignorant. He doesn't think that bread is giving him gout. And if the doctor told him that it does, then why are you still doing it? And then you're suffering from gout because you're eating things that give you gout. So he doesn't pay attention and he doesn't care. So I told him, I can't help you anymore. And I had a few people tell me, Mark, when they reach that age, they give up and they just do whatever they want and they don't want to change. Change is not their thing. So I'm like, you know what? Well, you're right, because I've been telling him for years, do this, do that, and he don't care. So if you want to live in pain, that's your problem. So I leave him alone now. When he says, "Oh, I'm got gout, I can't do this," and I'm like, "Well, you know why?" Oh, and I'm like, "Okay, bye, Dad. See you later. Just wanted to see how you're doing. You don't want to change? Well, then I can't help you." Simple. So yeah, sometimes we are our worst enemy because we don't want to do what we're supposed to be doing. So yeah, that's the deal. The joy of having older parents that don't want to change and listen. I can't help. I try, but you don't want to listen. So I help them in other ways. Like I help them financially. I help them, with the physical part of work around their house, like cutting the grass, the hedges, painting the house, fixing things in the house, like I've done for these past few years. Just helping them when they need help. So if I can help them in that way instead of, talking sense into them, then I guess I'll go that route then. So I'll just help them in ways I can. In other ways, that's up to them. So, yeah, it's life. It is life. Right, I'm gonna check the chat because I knew everybody was talking to me, but I had so much shit going on. Now that it's nice and calm now, I'll see what everybody was talking about. See what everybody was saying here. Barb, you said, Mark, tell your thoughts on the church, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to talk about those type of things on here because that got me in trouble last time. But I'll briefly tell my opinion on those things. Church is somewhere where if you feel like you have to go, go. I'm a Catholic, and next week I have to go to church to be the godfather for the confirmation of my nephew, and it's the last one, right? It's up to the church. It's up to a church to welcome same-sex people, gay people. That's up to them. If the church wants to allow them there, then that's up to the church. Me personally, I'm not one to like judge whether or not a church brings them there or not. I don't care. The church has changed tremendously over these years. The church, the Catholic religion and church have changed the way you respond. For instance, instead of them saying thanks be to God, they say thanks be to Spirit, which I don't agree on. You should say thanks be to God and leave it that way. They have changed the wordings. They've changed certain prayers. They've changed like the whole system of the church. So I don't agree with that. I don't like the change that they've made. That's why I don't go to church like that. You don't have to go to church to be a Christian, and you don't have to go to church to be a Catholic. Being home and praying is better than going to those places because you pick up everybody's negative energy. Because a lot of people who go to church I feel like 50% of the people that go to church are going because they think they have to, but you don't have to. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that you have to go. But see, my parents forced us to go to church. But when we went 18, 19, 20, we told them we're not going no more because we figured it all out. So I feel like when I'm at home in my own sanctuary, in my own home, before I go to sleep, I pray every day. I have a Bible upstairs that I got from my communion. So when I made my first communion, right, I became an altar boy and they gave me a Bible. And on the Bible, it said 1999. So we have to, like, we bought the Bible for 1999. So I have that Bible and I've always had it since 8 years old. So I've had that Bible for almost 40 years. And I put it upstairs. When I moved in here, I put it upstairs and I never really opened it up and really, because I was still like, people make you doubt yourself and people make you doubt religion and God and psychic stuff. So I would say like the last 4 years, I took that Bible out and I put it on top of my bureau. And every night before I go to sleep, I pray for a couple minutes over that Bible, because that's the first thing that I really knew that was sacred for me. That's when I felt like I became a Christian and a Catholic. So every night before I go to bed, without fail, I pray for a couple minutes. I thank God more than anything. I don't really ask God for much. I just pretty much thank him the whole time. I tell him, thank you for taking care of my mom, my dad, me, my nephews, my dog, my sister. Thank you for taking care of the people that love me and care about me. I'm not praying for other people who don't give a shit about me because that's not my job. I'm going to pray for the people who I love the most. And those people that I mentioned are the people that I love the most. So I pray for them. I pray for myself. I thank God for giving me everything he's given me. And that's what I do every single night. And that to me is my church every day. I don't have to wait for Sunday to go to a church to pray with a whole pile of people that don't give a shit about God anyway. But I pray every day. When I drive across a church, I make the sign of the cross. And I thank God every time I drive across a church. Because I live next to two churches. There's a church literally right next to me. And there's a church further down the hill. And when I pass both of those churches, I make the sign of the cross. And I thank God. And I say, thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing that. I never really ask for much. I just ask for my health and ask for God to protect the people that I care about. That's it. And I do my part. And he's given me a lot of power to come on here to help people. So I thank him for that all the time. So I stopped going to church, but next week I have to go to church because my nephew, my youngest nephew, does his confirmation and he picked me to be his godfather, his sponsor. So next week I'm going to church for a couple hours. And while I'm there, I'm going to ask God for his forgiveness for my sins. I'm going to ask him to bless me and to be there. And I'm going to be amongst a lot of people who don't give a shit about life and about God, but I do. And I'm going to go there and I'm going to pray just like I do every other time. It don't faze me, but I feel like I don't have to go to church to be a believer or a servant of God. I don't believe that. And because the Bible says that same-sex marriage and those people are the devil. So if the Bible says that, you either believe it or you don't. So if you as a person, see, God gave us free will. So if we have free will to accept gay people, then go ahead, accept them. And if you're against it, then you're against it. You know? It's that's it. When gay people come in here and they ask me for a reading, I don't tell them no. I read them and I deal with them. That's it. I'm not against anybody's decision to live their life the way they want. It's not me to say that I accept it or I don't. To me, I'm not gay and I love women. So that's me. That's it. If one of my friends decide to be gay, that's on them. That's their life. I'm not going to tell them, look, don't do it because the Bible says not to. The Bible says for us not to do a lot of things and we all do it. So who am I to judge you if I'm sinning all the time? If I've sinned millions of times like everybody else. So if you want to live in sin, that's up to you. And nobody's perfect at the end of the day. You know, people have a choice. People have free will. God gave you free will to do wrong or to do right or to do right by you. You know? You know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's against God's plan. I agree. Yeah, it is. It tells you right there you're not supposed to do that. But God tells us a lot of things not to do, but we still do it. We still commit adultery. You're right. It's only the behavior, right? We still commit adultery, right? We still lie. We still cheat. The 10 Commandments, nobody lives by that. Nobody. You're going to sin. You're going to lust. You're going to think bad. You're going to envy. You're going to be jealous. Now, everybody sins. In those 10 things, you're going to do one of those things guaranteed in your lifetime. So, like you said, sin can be forgiven. But I do believe that some sin isn't forgiven. And I believe that God does one or two things. He says, look, you've sinned so much. You've neglected people. You've killed people. You've done this. So the only place for you is hell. Now I can give you a chance to go back to the earth and do something decent to save your soul. I believe God gives people that free will and that choice. I believe that he does that. But if you don't, then you're automatically gone because you've already given your soul to the devil. So if you've given your soul to the devil, you have nothing to do with God. You see what I mean? So I believe that everyone has free will, whether or not they want to return to the earth as a spirit, whether they want to, possibly be reincarnated, which I kind of doubt sometimes, but anything's possible because the world is so big and so different. We never know what goes on because we're not dead. We don't know. But spirit, with working with spirit all these years and being a medium, I've never had a spirit tell me that. I've never had a spirit say, hey, look, I'm reincarnated. Now I'm John, whatever, or I'm Mark so-and-so. I used to be this person's uncle, but now I'm going to be their son in a new life. They don't tell me those crazy ass things because it don't exist in my mind. It don't exist in my spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? So until I see that, then I'll believe it. So when people say, "Oh, we have past lives or we are reincarnated," I haven't experienced that, but it doesn't mean it ain't real. It could be real because you saw it, because that's your forte, that's your thing, that's your gift. You deal with that stuff, but I don't. Well, because I don't do it doesn't mean I don't believe it. I just doubt it. I just think that I haven't seen it, so I'm the type of person, if I see it, I'll believe it, and then it'll give me the sense of more belief. But if I don't experience it, then I can't value that statement or that opinion. I can't value those things if I don't have proof of it. Because liars don't have proof. And if I don't have proof, I can't really say it's true. So there's a lot of things that we can debate, but that's a touchy subject with a lot of people, and a lot of people used to claim that I was a bigot and I was against it. But if they see me through the years, I've read for many people. I just tell them that, hey, look, I just don't care for it because it's not my thing. I don't have to accept same-sex marriage, and I don't have to accept you're gay or whatever. But I don't really care what you do with your life. If you want to be that way, go for it. I'm not gonna turn you away and tell you get the fuck out of my room, because that's not what I've done. I've embraced everyone the same. Now, if you aggravate me, then you're not gonna be here long. But I can't, we can all have all these opinions and thoughts and things, but I'm a person who, I don't really care what you do with your life. As long as you're not bothering me and pushing an agenda on me, then you'll be fine. I'll be okay with you. It's bad enough that I have to come on here and sometimes be tested and prove that I'm a medium, or prove that I have, this gift. So just like how a gay person gets critiqued and gets bashed, so do I. So do you. So if you tell somebody, hey, look, I know a guy named Mark, his channel is Mark and Mark's Terror, and he read for me, and he told me this and that, and it happened, and then you come and then you don't get the same result. What does that say? You can take it as many ways. You can take it as, I don't connect with Mark. And the reason probably you don't is because spirit knows you don't believe it. So why are you entitled to get a message or a reading if you don't believe it? So you've already lost when you came in here. See? So I can counteract anyone and say all these things, because there is no real answer. It's all what you believe. If you believe it, then I can't change your fucking mind. It's that simple. If you believe in all that stuff, then hey, that's your life. I'm not gonna try and change your mind. I'm just gonna try and help you, and I'll tell you what I feel. You tell me what you feel. You go about your business. At the end of the day, we all have to remember one thing. It's your life. You live it the way you want to. I don't care how you live your life. It's nothing to do with me. I'm living mine. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. Simple. You want to be whatever you want to be. That's up to you. You want to be a hoe. You want to be gay. You want to be a different gender. You want to do all these crazy ass things. That's your fucking problem. I don't care what you do with your life. As long as you don't push that agenda on me and act like I have to accept what you want, because I'm not asking you to accept me. See what I'm saying? Don't take away my free will. Because if I believe in something, then I believe in it. It's simple. Yeah. No problem, Barb. But that's a subject that if the wrong person hears us talk, they can, like they did with me before. They edited my words. They made it seem like I was against gay people and things. I've had like a lot of bad experiences with people in here with that subject. That's why I don't really, say too much, because people get so sensitive about my opinions on it or what I think about it. But at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, I'm not that person. So, you do whatever you want. I have gay friends. I have gay clients. I don't care what you do with your life. If you want to be gay, go for it. It's not my problem. It's not my say to judge you. At the end of the day, you got to come before God, and so do I. And I'm not perfect, so it don't matter if you're gay, you're straight, you're bad, you're a murderer, you kill yourself. You all gotta come before God one day. So it's up to you how you want to live your life. Yeah. There's a lot of people who don't believe in the Bible. They say it's been, rewritten a million times, but the Bible has like pretty much proved itself over the years. Things in the Bible have come to light. Some things in the Bible I agree and don't agree with. But that's God giving us free will to believe it or receive it or deny it. Everybody has their ways. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, it's not right to be gay or it's not right to cheat on somebody. It's up to you. You have free will to make your own choices. I don't give a shit what you do. I used to read for a woman that came in here that was bisexual. She liked both because she said she couldn't choose. She just liked both. And when she told me that, I was like, well, if that's what you want, that's what you want. I don't care. You do whatever you want, sweetheart. I love you the same way. I look at you as a decent person. You never done me no wrong. You can be something that I don't approve of, but as long as you respect me, then I'm going to respect whatever you want to do. Because you're not fucking bothering me by being bisexual. You don't bother me by being gay. You don't bother me if you're a hoe. You don't bother me if you're a liar. I don't care. You do whatever you want. It's on your conscience at the end of the day. I'm not going to try and change you or tell you can do this and you can do that. Hey, Becca, how are you, sweetheart? It's up to you. I don't really have a way. I used to think negative and I used to couldn't stand a lot of people that did dumb shit. But I don't really care. It's whatever you want to do. You know. Okay, Antigone, good seeing you. Good talking to you. Thanks for coming by. No problem, Barb. It's all good. I don't mind talking about things as long as people don't get sensitive and as long as people don't tell me I can't do this and I can't do that. So on here, I talk about everything. It's fine with me. As long as people don't try and twist my words or claim I'm something I'm not, then I'm good. I don't really care. And if I really said what I really want to, then I'll probably get canceled because that's how the world is now. You can't have your own opinions because people are not gonna agree with you and they're gonna be like, guess what? Mark is this and he said that. I hate him and we're gonna cancel you. But who are you to cancel me? Why can't I have the free will that God gave me to say what I want and do what I want? Who the fuck are you to cancel me? That's my question to people who say those things. Who are you to cancel me? You know who's gonna cancel your ass? God. God's gonna cancel you. God ain't gonna cancel me. He's gonna cancel you. So when you start talking that shit, you're gonna see who's really gonna get canceled. Because you're doing something that he tells you not to do. Don't judge me for my opinions and don't judge me for the life that I live. Because I'm not doing it to you. And if I have an opinion that you don't like, that's your problem. Don't come around me and don't talk to me and don't listen to me. We don't have to agree on the same thing. We don't have to all be one color, one way, one nation, and one way. We don't all have to. There's not everybody believes in God. I said this on Star Lotus's podcast a couple weeks ago that the biggest controversy and the biggest conspiracy theory is whether or not you believe in God, and that is a never-ending story. And it's up to you whether or not you want to believe him or not. But don't tell me that he's not real, because I believe he is. And I believe in spirit because I've proven that I have that gift. I proved that to myself. I don't need to prove it to you, but I prove it to myself. So if I believe that, then leave me alone. If you don't believe it, go sit off with your non-believers and leave me alone. That's my advice to everyone. If you don't like what somebody's doing, leave them alone. Let them live their lives. Let God judge them. Let God deal with them. You live your life and let them live theirs. If we all did that, then we all would be happy. It's that simple to live a simple life and a happy life. It's to do what you have to do and leave me the fuck alone. Don't judge me and don't care about what I'm doing. And I don't care when I'm not going to judge you. Leave me alone. And then you do what you got to do. Leave everybody alone. Let everybody do what they want. It's not your problem. Oh, his last day of school is tomorrow? Oh, cool. I hope he's doing good. Good, Barb. I'm glad. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind telling people my thoughts. It's all good, you know. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm just here to help people understand that it's okay to be you. And don't take anything I say in a bad way. It's just my opinion and my thoughts and how I live my life. So, you know, I can't sit here and be like, fuck all these people and they're doing the wrong thing. And I do say that about my family and the people that I know personally that are pieces of shit. So I'm going to, you know, burn them. I'm going to tell people about them so you don't get caught up with them. But that's still not for me to say. Like, you know, it's just my opinion. But if you don't like it, then oh well. It's not my problem. Don't listen to me. Don't comment here. Start your own channel and do whatever you want. Fuck off. You know? Becky, you said I believe in God 100%. Jesus, I feel conflicted at times because the Bible says that 14 times is forbidden. Nah, I don't believe that. That's bullshit. Let me tell you something. You see what you just said? A lot of people say that. But if that's the case, then why you believe in God then? Because God's dead. I mean, God is a spirit and Jesus is dead. And he's a spirit. So if Jesus says to you, right, you believe, if you believe in me, I got your back. He's dead. He's a spirit. So if we believe in him, then that means he don't know what goes on. Because that just finished saying, you know, that is the dumbest thing I've heard people like. That's the dumbest thing I hear people say. But the thing is the reason they put that in the Bible is because they don't want you to abuse it. See what I'm saying? So witchcraft is devilish shit. But with witchcraft is also good for people who use that for good. But see, there's good and bad in everything. There's good is always going to overcome the evil. And you see, mediumship is not evil. And doing readings is not evil unless you use it for evil. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've been on here for years now, and I don't use my gift for evil. And everybody that I read for is happy. And everybody I read for in a mediumship way, how is it demonic? Because I can't read the devil. I can't read a demonic person. I'm reading people who are people that love you and want to come through and say, hey, you know, what's up? So if people say, look, the Bible says that the dead have no idea. I've heard a few people say that, and they don't know what's going on in the earth. So you're pretty much saying that you don't believe in God and you don't believe in Jesus. That's what you just finished saying. That's what people say. If you say that the dead have no idea and don't know what's going on, then how do you believe in God and Jesus if they are the dead? So we all worship this spirit and this dead man on a cross, but you can't do mediumship and you can't worship spirit and your ancestors. That don't make no fucking sense. So you might as well just not believe in anything, like some people do. So if the Bible says that, it's going against what they've been preaching, which is, if Jesus is dead and has no idea, then why are we going to believe in him? If God is a spirit, then why are we believing in him? You see, they say those things in the Bible to trick you, right? They do it to trick you, because that's bullshit. Because if that's the case, then why am I doing this and successful at it? And I'm not evil, and I'm not doing it for evil things. Like I tell everybody, there's good and bad in everything. If I buy a 6-pack of beer and I drink one every day for 6 days, I'm not going to get drunk and I'm not abusing alcohol. But if I drink all 6 of those in an hour and I get drunk, then I abused alcohol. Alcohol is not bad unless you abuse it. If I have a gun and I shoot someone and kill him, then I'm bad. I committed a murder. I shot somebody. I abused that tool, that gun. But if I have a gun in a case for the rest of my life and I never use it to any evil, I just use it as a protection, then I'm not abusing that gun. So whatever these people say, I can counteract all their bullshit, because that's exactly how, and that's why we have these situations put in front of our face. If you abuse it, then it's your fault. It's your problem. You're using it for evil purposes. That's why when people say, oh, psychic shit is demonic, it's because people you go to are trying to get you to pay them to do shit. Yeah, exactly. That's it. And if you get positive feedback, then obviously you're doing that job the right way. It's simple. Because if you look at it, Jesus was like a psychic. He would predict things. He would show you that, hey, look, I can do this and I can do that. I'm going to predict what happens. He predicted that, Judas was going to fuck him over. He says, one of you are going to fuck me over. And Judas fucked him over. So he already knew. He was a psychic himself. So when people talk shit about the real mediums and the real psychics, you pretty much talk shit about Jesus himself. And if you worship Jesus, he's a spirit. If you worship God, he's the Holy Spirit. And if you do spiritual things, how are you bad? So everybody who goes to church and everybody who's religious is doing the wrong thing, because the Bible said that the dead don't have no idea. I've heard that a few times, Becca. I've heard it a few times, and I'll counteract that statement anytime, and I'll prove it to anybody who doubts it. Because these people can't tell me that everything in the Bible that's written is not true. Every book has fiction and facts. Every book. We don't know who put that in there. We don't know if that's true. And if it is evil, then why God doesn't punish us for being a psychic? Why doesn't God punish us for doing what we're doing? And how can I get information about the dead? The devil doesn't have no power to give me that. The devil doesn't give people power. The devil manipulates you to be like him, but he can't give you any power. The only person that can give you power is God himself. And if you don't believe that, then I can't help you. That's what I tell people. Simple. And that's why people who believe in God end up having a decent life. And if you don't, oh well, you're going to use him as a convenience point in some way in your life, and you're going to look like an idiot. So I don't care what anybody says about that stuff. At the end of the day, the Bible's been rewritten a million times, and whoever obviously they're gonna rearrange the Bible, and they're gonna make people non-believers and believers, and that's just something that you have to like exclude. You have to like live. That's why God gave you free will, because it's your free will to do what you're meant to do, and that's it. And I've been on here more times this year than I've been on any other time, because God keeps pushing me here and saying, "Look, go live. Go help these people." And you can't say I'm a fake fraud or I'm worshiping the devil. You can't say I'm a fake ass psychic. You can't, because if I read you and I show you and I prove to you that God's given me the power to read your ancestors and people, and I can describe them, see them. So how the fuck do they not know what's going on if they tell me what's going on in your life? So it's people like me who God works through to prove the truth. But see, I have to make sure I don't abuse my privilege that He's given me. So I'm being tested by God every day. So today I've been busy, right? I haven't talked about anything but positive things. I don't care if I'm busy. I don't care if I make money on here. I'm not making $1 million. I'm not conning nobody. And I just told everybody that the money that I made on my PayPal through you, I bought a $500 saw and a table with your money so I can use that saw to help people and do things for. And that's how it should be. I don't take from nobody and disrespect nobody on here. And that's the difference. If you do it the right way, you'll get the right results and you'll do the right thing for people. And whatever I get, I put into my channel and put into buying something that helps somebody else. That's it. And a lot of people tell me, "Oh, you should do this full time. You'd be rich." I'm like, but I don't care about that shit. Because if I do that, then God's gonna be like, "See, you failed the test, bro. You fucking failed the test, Mark. You're doing what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to do this shit all day, make money, and say fuck everybody. Because money is the root of all evil, and that's what it boils down to. I choose not to care about that shit. And when I do get enough money, I go and use it for a good thing. I don't abuse the money that I get off of here. I use it for things that I need. And that's all that matters. And if you keep doing that, you're going to get blessed. And that's why I get blessed on here, because people believe in me, people trust me, and people value what I have to give them and what I show. It's that simple. And if you do that shit, your life is good. You ain't got to worry about all these conspiracy theories and all these bullshit things that people say. I don't give a fuck what people say about what's in the Bible and you shouldn't be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing a lot of things. But guess what? All this spirit that I speak to, you think they're all perfect? You think they all ran by the Bible? You think that every spirit I talk to is religious? You think every spirit I talk to and bring in for you had a great life? No. It just proved that God forgave their sins and allowed them to keep their soul. You could be a bad piece of shit all your life. And then when you come to your senses, you be like, you know what? I'm sorry, God. Like, forgive my sins. I'm sorry. I'm really like, and if God knows you're genuine, He'll save your soul. If not, you'll burn in hell where you belong. There's a lot of people going down here. That's why that fire is always burning down there. And the people that do go to hell and burn, they're no loss because there's so much good people left. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But that's my belief. But anyway, I can't change nobody's mind. All I can do is help everybody in the way I want to. And we all have beliefs. Well, that's the thing, back if they say to you, you're evil and terror is evil, those are trolls. Those are people who are, that's their opinion of you. They think that you're, bad. But I guarantee that person that says those things in our chat room or says those things to us, you ask them if they're perfect and they've lived by the 10 Commandments, they can't tell you they're perfect. They can't tell you nothing. Nobody's perfect. And Jesus showed us that even not even he was perfect, because he did the same thing. He got himself into trouble, and then he got assassinated pretty much. But he just wanted to show you that, hey, look, if you believe something, keep going no matter what. Simple. Don't worry about what people say. He's got your back. Your neighbor gave you some free ice cream. Oh boy, that means they want something. When you get free shit, that means they want something in return. They want some free coochie. Oh dang. You must be doing something right. Something you ain't telling me. You better not be eating that ice cream outside, getting the person sex excited. I do that shit behind closed doors. See that? You started talking about God and Jesus, and look, you got blessed with 2 boxes of free ice cream. See, you can't make this shit up. Oh, no wonder. He knows you like BBC. See? He's like, yeah, this little white girl, she likes BBC. Let me give her some ice cream. Huh? I know. Oh, no wonder. See? Nah, I'm just teasing. That's good. There's still good people left in the world. See? There's still good people left in the world. Just make sure the ice cream ain't outdated. That's all you gotta do. Check the date. Because sometimes when you get free shit, it's for a reason. Sometimes it's not always a good thing. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying. Sometimes people do that shit. That happened to me like not too long ago. Somebody gave me something for free, and I looked at the date and it was outdated. I said, "No wonder you gave it to me for free." Oh fuck! I didn't even see the date. I'm like, yeah. Why you think you got it for free, dumbass? They're just trying to get rid of it because it's outdated. It's gonna make you sick. Not my problem. I always look at the dates and everything and make sure like I'm not buying outdated shit even at the grocery store. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I've been on here for like over 2 hours. So I'm gonna go get some lunch and I'm gonna go do some work. Looks like it's not raining anymore, so I'm gonna go get some lunch and relax for a bit, and then I'm gonna go do some work in my workshop because my tools come in tomorrow. So I need to clear everything up and sweep up everything, get ready for my tools, and get ready to take over. I'll be back on tonight though. I'll be back. I might even come back on in like 2 hours from now, 2 3 hours from now. I might come back on just for like another hour or so because I don't have to get my nephew from school today. So I'll probably be back on in like about 2 hours. I'm gonna go work for 2 hours and then I'll come back around 4:30, something like that. It's 2 o'clock here now, so I'll be back on in like maybe 2.5 hours or something like that. All right, bye, Ninja. Barb, I'm glad you're feeling better. Becca, go enjoy your ice cream. Scream for ice cream. And thanks everybody for coming by. I appreciate you. And yeah, I'll be back later.